It's not about talent. It's about choices.
Yeah, I mean, we're not born with, maybe not the exact necessary talent. Maybe we're born with with potential to quickly become talented at something. But what if something that you want doesn't quite align with those? It's not one of those things that you were born to pick up strongly in the first place. Mm-hmm. That I think turns out to be the case for a lot of people, and that's why they get discouraged. They say, I'm not cut out for this then. Mm-hmm. As much as they want it, they think they're not cut out for it.
Well, like Eric Thomas, remember his breathe speech?
You ever had an asthma attack before? You short of breath. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. That's it. And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful, as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.
When you want success as bad as you want to breathe, he was talking about a guy holding his head underwater. Mm-hmm, that's he really right. wanted to breathe that moment. And, you know, so like pushing yourself, like I wanted to be good at real estate. I wanted to be a good realtor, and it didn't necessarily come naturally. It took a lot of persistence and grit. And that, look, there's a lot of realtors who are more talented than I am. But the grit, I think, is what gets me ahead. But yeah, like people lose when they quit. And you have to be willing to suck at something. If it's what you want, you have to suck at it for a while.
Exactly. It's just like leveling up in a video game.
That's why we need to just log in and stay in the forest, killing boars. Dude, boars are only worth 2 experience points apiece. Do you know how many we would have to kill to get up 30 levels? Yes. 65,340,285.
I see people at the gym too, like, you know, they'll want to put a weight on the barbell that pleases their ego, right? And it's for dudes, it's always the 2 plates. You got to have a 45 on each side minimum when you go to the bench press, right? Or you're a pussy. But dude, like I've seen this, I saw this guy one time, and I don't do this anymore, but I saw this old guy at the gym. It was back in the Irondequoit fitness days, which isn't a gym anymore. But this old guy was in there one morning, and I saw him there every morning, and he was always doing the same thing. He'd put 45s on the bench press, and he'd put up, and he'd go literally this far. It was, and I'd watch the fucking guy, and I'd be like, I know what he's doing, and I know what he's thinking. He doesn't want to take a step back to take that step forward and actually be able to lift that weight, right? But it's like, so I talked to him one day, and I was like, hey man, you know, how's it going? What are you up to? What are you working chest today? And he's like, yeah, I'm working bench today. And he's old, you know, old school guy, big pot belly. And I said to him, you know, you ever think of putting a little less weight on the barbell? You'd be able to get a full range of motion, you know, be able to, you know, get a little stronger. He says, no. He says, I need to use this much weight because I need to be able to lift my wife, and she's handicapped. And he was so convinced that he was benefiting himself by lifting the heavier weight a little bit, he just wasn't making the connection that you do have to take a step backwards to get stronger. You got to do a weight that doesn't look as cool. You got to suck at it.
Yep. You got to work with something that you can do. I think the minimum was 6 to 8 reps at least is the highest weight that you should work with at a given time.
There's a lot of legit experts on this topic. I don't want to pretend I am one because I'm fucking not. But I'll tell you this, like I personally in the gym, I'll do sets of 5 if I'm trying to go real heavy. If I can't do 5 of them, I can't do 1 of them. I'll 1 rep max like once a year, but I don't even like doing it because I want to be the old guy in the gym someday. You know, that's what I want for me. That's my goal. I don't need to be the biggest dude. I think I'm a pretty big dude. I'm big enough to make me happy. I definitely don't need to be the strongest guy in the gym. I don't need to be the biggest guy in the gym. I'm certainly never going to be the tallest guy in the gym, but I want to be the old guy in the gym who's still like actually doing it. Even if I'm out there with dimes on each side, I want to be doing it.